Hello friends, today we are going to discuss about the truth of Indian political thought. What is truth and what is untruth? Mahatma Gandhi states that truth is God. We know about the origin of Indian political thought as well as Vedic literature. But it is not truth. The Indus Valley civilization is the oldest civilization in the world as well as Egypt civilization, Mesopotamia civilization. Before Vedic literature, we have enough evidence or proof which are related to truth of Indian political thought. The first human came to in India from Africa to from Africa, continental or East Africa. Indus Valley civilization have emerged around 5000 years ago. Lothal, Dholavira, Harappa, Kalibanga, and Mohenjo-daro, etc., are major places of Indus Valley civilization. We have enough proof which have similarity with the today's day-to-day life of Dalit Bahujan community, tribal community, peasant community, scheduled community, and, and we can say in a integrated structure related to Shudra's family or Shudra's world system. How we can know about the truth of Indian political thought? It means what was the actual situation in Indian political scenario before Vedic literature, during Vedic literature, and after Vedic Brahmanical literature. When we are studying about the various literature, we find that a different ideas or views or situations and lifestyle, but that lifestyle is not related to our current lifestyle. It means a untruth vested in this literature. If we want to discovery of truth of Indian political thought, we should be some or basic or classical work have done by various well-known indigenous Indian political thinkers. So, what are the major classical readings which help to understand the truth of Indian political thought? In this lecture, we will discuss about the various Indian political literature which was and is related to Truth of Indian political thoughts. Number one, if we want to search the truth of Indian political thought in ancient India, we should go to Buddhist literature. Gautam Buddha was the first man in latest or ancient history of India who became after many years as a god. First man who is assumed as a god, Mahatma Buddha. Buddhist literature is related to equality, freedom, justice, but before this literature, Vedic literature, Brahminical literature related to discrimination, inequality, injustice, untouchability. So, what is the truth of Indian political thought? After Buddhist literature, around 2000 years, the first indigenous Indian theorist was Mahatma Jyotiba Phule. The book title is Slavery. This book, written by Mahatma Jyotiba Phule. Second book, we will discuss about this book after some minutes or next slides. Second book is Who Were the Sudras, which is written by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Third book is Why I Am Not a Hindu, and this book is written by Kancha Alaya Sefford. Fourth important readings regarding to know about the truth of Indian political thought. Indian Thought, a critical survey, which written by K. Damodaran in 1967. When we want to know about the truth of Indian political thought, we should be know about the untruth. British political scientist J.S. Mill states that if we want to truth, we should be want to also about the untruth. So he gives the unlimited liberty of expression of ideas or freedom of expression of ideas. It means we can find the truth with the untruth. So, what is truth? We can know with the what is untruth. So, next book is Sanatan Dharma, written by Banaras Hindu University, edited book. Oldest religion in the world. But is it truth or is not it truth? Then A history of ancient and early medieval India from the Stone Age to the 20th century. At that time, were the available in Indian continent and Indian land and valley of Indus or various places which were located nearby the Indus River. Then, social and cultural reformers, or we can call as father of social and cultural revolution in India, E.V. Ramaswamy Periya's work, we will know about the truth and untruth. Then, next book's title is God as Political Philosophy, which written by Kanchalaya Safar. This book is related to Buddhist literature, political philosophy in Buddhist era. It is result of a classical or indigenous work of Safar. So these are most most and very important classical or references text which related to truth and untruth of Indian thoughts, Indian political theory. So, in brief, first book, Slavery. What is the main content of this book? This book shows that what is the status, reality, and actual life of human in India. What is slavery? Mahatma Jyotiba Phule was the first indigenous Indian political theorist. If we want to know about truth of Indian thought, we should be read in this book many times. This book reflect or reflection of the actual phenomena of Hindu social order. Second book, great Indian political philosopher, first Dalit Bahujan philosopher, a well-known social reformers, founded father of the Indian Constitution, Baba Sahab Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was the writer of this book. This book produced the ancient truth of ancient literature and what and about the Varna system which emerged in the which have emerged in the Vedic literature or Brahminical literature. They found the history of Varna system, history of imagination, God and creation. What is the philosophy background of the Varna system, Brahman, Kshatri, Vaisya, and Shudras? Who were the Shudras? The greatest Shudras of modern India who made the lower classes of Hindus conscious of their slavery to the higher classes and who preached the gospel that for India social democracy was more vital than independence from foreign rule. This sentence shows that what is the real liberty? Who is the exact exploiter? Then, next book, write down by the K. Damodaran in 1967. The entitle of book is Indian Thought, a Critical Survey. K. Damodaran have produced various evidence or proofs which describe the interrelation between the Aryans and non-Aryans. How to creation of God. What is the history of priest? What is the history of Varna system? How they emerge as a supremacy, social supremacy in the Indian or Hindu social order. They define, they analyze the basic ideas or truths of Indian thought in his book. I have read this book many times. I found the truth of Indian political thought. Then next, a very historical, factual, evidential text which written by the professor of Delhi University, female professor Upinder Singh. A history of ancient and early medieval India from the Stone Age to the 12th century. It is very important line from the Stone Age to 20th century. What was the actual situation before Vedic literature? It means what is the structure, what was the structure of social life, economic life, cultural life before Vedic literature or Vedas. Various evidence like pots of sand, bronze symbols, stones, bones of human and animals, a city, various type equipment of agriculture, design of bathrooms, toilets, house, roads, drainage system, well known. Who was the father of Harappa civilization? The first Dalit Bahujan or Dravidian Virappa was the founder of this civilization, Harappa and Virappa. We can find out the various similarities between the Indus Valley civilizations, evidence, and today's day-to-day life, pots, animals, equipment of agriculture, drawing, and etc. This book is a essential text to understand the era or social cultural life before the Vedas or Vedic civilization or before the Sanatan Dharma. At that time, this is very important book. Next, the word to come, E.V. Ramaswamy Periyar. They find out, they describe that what is the universe, what is the world, how to emergence of world. We can find out, we can understand, we can search the truth of Indian political thought with the ideas of E.V. Ramaswamy Periyar about the philosophy of God. Then next, God as political philosopher. This book have produced the knowledge of Buddhist era in India. This book is the first Buddha challenge define Buddha's challenge to first Buddha's first challenge to Brahmanism or Brahmanical supremacy or hypocrisy of Vedic literature, ancient literature. Susaitharu states that ideas of the state, justice, rights, labor, and community take on new life in Kanchalia's efforts engage in imaginative rereading of Gautam Buddha's teaching from a Dalit Bahujan perspective. A new ideas, a new vision for understand the truth of knowledge or truth of Indian political thoughts. What are the false and what are the truths? That Vedic literature have not explained. Then we should know about also the literature of Hindu religion and ethics. They called his religion as Hindu religions. We can call this Brahman religion, Varn religion, supremacy religion, discriminative religion, injustice religions, or various types. Sanatan Dharma. In this book, we can find the creation of knowledge, creation of false knowledge, super creation, or how to cover the rationality with the ignorance. Swami Dayanand Saraswati state in his book Satyart Prakash a very important quote. Very, very important quote. What is the quote? Agyanta, ignorance, related to vividta, diversity, and knowledge produce uniformity. It means knowledge is the symbol of integrity, samagrata. Ignorance, diversify, and knowledge integrated of integration of nature or unify nature. Then next book is next book's title is The White Umbrella, Indian Political Thought from Manu to Gandhi by D. Mackenzie Brown, right down in 1959. We can understand the propaganda of untruths, how to cover the eyes of a man with the ignorance, with the false consciousness, we can understand. And then history of Indian philosophy, Brahmin means Brahma, cosmos, superpower, place of light. This book write down in 1900. This is book reflects the origin of false Indian thought. Then, when we have understand about the truth or untruth, then we can analyze what is the relationship between truth and untruth. This book defines the relationship of truth and untruth. This book give a new idea, new vision about the Hindu, about the Sanatan Dharma. This book have produced, this book is produced the knowledge, a critical evaluation, a new vision, a new idea about the untruth or false knowledge of literature or Indian thoughts. So, friends, I assume that you will be read about these books. These books give a understanding to Indian political thought or false and truth of political thought. I regret to say, but truth is very, very better rather than untruth. Truth will be emerge after and after or many centuries. They cannot destroy the truth. They are trying it, but truth have emerged. Truth will be emerged. It is our duty to protect the truth of Indian political thought and to understand and to also excrete the knowledge of truth or truth of Indian political thought. So, friends, read, write, and fight is the basic principles of knowledge. So, thank you so much.